Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman, and it is time for another suit review. So, on today's suit review, it's a bit of an emotional one for me because this is the suit that started it all, almost, which I'll get into in a second. This is the Action Costume Silver Edition 1978 Christopher Reeve style Superman suit. Absolutely stunning. Can't wait to talk about it. It's been with me for just about 10 years, so I'm really looking forward to talk about it. And before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit about if you're new to the channel. So basically, these suit reviews, I'll talk about the overall suit. I'll talk about my experience with the suit, my history with the suit. I'll talk about the close-ups. We'll get into the details of how it's made, how it moves, how it fits, cape flow, that sort of thing. I'll talk about the suit maker experience that I've had with the maker, in this case, of course, Action Costumes. And then I'll talk about any recommendations and also where you can find more information if you'd like to go this route for your next Superman suit, as they do offer a wide range of options. So let's do this. I'm very excited to talk to you today about the Action Costumes Silver Edition 1978 Christopher Reeve Superman style suit. Okay, so overall, I'm really excited to say, so basically this suit has been with me, like I said before, about 10 years. And it's actually not my very first high-end Superman suit. I actually bought a suit from these guys, Action Costumes. They were actually once known as Southern Wings. And that first suit that I purchased from them was their 80s style suit, which is basically an economy version of this. It's still a beautiful suit. It's not as it's not as detailed in terms of what it's like compared to the movie. So that suit was like a printed emblem. The material was slightly different. The boots were slightly different. Still a fantastic suit. They still do offer that suit, and I highly recommend it if you're getting into Superman cosplay. And it's sort of an economy budget style suit. That suit was my first one, and I got that I think in 2002 or 2003, so that's almost 20 years ago. I've since sold that suit. And then about 10 years ago, I upgraded to this suit, which is, of course, the Silver Edition. They have a few different versions. They have the 80s style, which is the economy sort of suit. They have the Silver Edition. They have the Golden Edition. So the Golden Edition is even a step up further from this one, but this is the Silver Edition suit. So the Silver Edition suit and the Golden Edition suit. So these guys, basically, Action Costumes, they had access to the actual movie suits from Superman the movie. And so that's how they were able to put together their suits and be as authentic and as accurate as they are. So everything that you see here, from the teal blue color to the hand-stitched Superman emblem, to the belt and the resin that it's made of, to the construction, and the boots, which I'll show you in a second, it's all as accurate as you can imagine. Even the cape, the way that it's fastened with the bandoliers in the back, so it's basically two straps that tie behind the back and under the armpits, and the way that it sits, it's all very, very accurate in terms of cut, four-way stretch lycra, the way that it sits. This is not a muscle suit, but this suit, when I put it on, brings out my muscles probably better than any other suit that I own. And it's just a testament to how well they've made this suit, that it sits on your body so well that it accentuates all the right things. So from top to bottom, you know, you've got the cape that, of course, like I said, it straps under the armpits, behind the back. That's where it ties, how you would find in the film, and then it tucks into the back. The way that it's sewn is very accurate. You can see all the stitches, which I'll get close-ups again. The emblem is a separate piece, and it actually does stretch as well. So when you really got a good, you know, chest stretch, that thing stretches with you, and it's actually very cool. You know, the teal blue, I wish the video just doesn't do, I know I've said this before in some of my suit reviews, but this is so true. The video does not do this suit justice in terms of how rich the suit is in color. It's just absolutely beautiful. You know, it has been with me for a long time. So This is just from wear. So if you can see this little thing here, this is from wear. I've had it for like a long time. It's actually, this suit I had for about 4 years and then I sold it. I sold it because I needed the money. I actually just bought it back last year from the people that I sold it to. So this suit has had 2 owners and it has been well worn. I've worn it so many times. The person that I sold it to wore it so many times. It has withstood the test of time better than any suit that I've ever seen. This thing will last, and it will last a long time. Moving down to the belt, it's got the leather wrap, it's got the resin buckle. Again, unfortunately, it was stored when it was not being worn by the guys the people that I sold it to. I think what happened, they moved, and what happened was it was stored at an awkward level, so it has bent. I can fix that, I just haven't yet. But that's, again, no fault of the seller. It's just the fact that it's lasted this long and hasn't deteriorated, just amazing. So the reason that I point out this is because I want you to know that it's not the seller, it's not the maker, sorry, that I will refer to this guy as a maker, and I'll tell you why. It's not the maker's fault that this has bent a little bit. It's mine. Well, somebody's. But I say maker because this guy, and I'll get more into this, into the experience, he has been just an amazing person to work with. Action Costumes, unfortunately, did go out of business for a little while there, and they are back. And it's just, to me, I'm really glad to see them back, because they do such wonderful work. And obviously, I have a strong emotion to this suit as it was one of my first. And obviously Christopher Reeve is my Superman. So there you go. So yes. So anyway, the tunic. Now this is all one piece. Obviously the belt is separate. The tunic, which includes the top and the briefs, that's all one piece. Then the leggings are a separate piece. So you put those on and then you put this on, which again, that's how the original was made as well. And it's obviously all the same color. It's 4-way stretch Lycra. Absolutely beautiful. Moving down, I will grab now the boots, which are kind of just so amazing. Now, the golden edition, I believe, has the actual red bottoms that you would see in the film. But these are made from Argentinian, really soft leather. That's full leather. You can see the V cut. They just look beautiful on, as you would see from a lot of my pictures. I'm not talking about me. I'm just talking about the suit. Just everything comes together so well. They wrap around the calves. They hug the calves so perfectly well. And in the back, they Velcro. And then they have the zip, which comes all the way down to the heel. And these are so comfortable. I have stood around in these things for hours and walked for hours, and they are just massively comfortable. So I'll get into these in the close-up in a little bit. But yeah, so that's that is the head-to-toe sort of overall view of the action costume suit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get into some close-ups so you can see a little bit more of the detail of it. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. We've got the close-up of this crazy, amazing suit. Look, you can just see how the teal blue, it just shimmers. It's so spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. You can see the neckline, how it's cut. So you basically come down and you can see the emblem, and really you get into that emblem and it's all hand stitched. I mean, I don't know how much I can say. It's just beautiful. It pops. It stretches with the suit. So like I said before, when you have that big open chest, that open shirt, it's phenomenal. And depending on how you catch the light too, is like you can see right here, it's got more of that teal greenish, but then when you come away, it almost gets to a little bit of a darker color. So it just depends on how you catch the light. Now, this is what I was talking about before, these little wrinkles here. Again, that's just 10 years of wear. I mean, it's 4-way stretch Lycra. This thing is 10 years old. I can't stress that enough. And it still looks as good as it does when I wear it. You know, it photographs so well. It's such a beautiful suit. Coming down to the belt buckle. So you can see the texture in the buckle there. It's just really, you know, it's really made well. The loops are attached to the tunic. And the belt is, you know, it's got the resin buckle. You know, the belt fastens in the back by Velcro. I'm gonna come down, you can see the seams, the seam work in the briefs and in the sleeves and just how everything is put together. And there you go. And now I've turned him around and you can actually see the traditional yellow logo on the back. Again, depending on how the light is hitting it. There we go. That's a little bit more true of a representation. You get it, and it's all, again, all hand stitched. Just look at that, just amazing, all hand done. I did not do a great job putting on this cape, but it does have the pleats like it does in the movie. It's actually beautiful when it's on. You can probably see that in the front a little bit more, so I'll try to do that. The cape comes right down to the middle of the calves, just like it does in the actual movie. And it's just absolutely beautiful. I'll get a good cape flow shot in a second. So that's the close-ups of the suit and the cape. And now, like I said, I didn't do such a great job with the cape, but you can see here the pleats that are in the cape. It's just phenomenal. Like I said, when it's on, it's so good. And this cape flows really well as well. So when the wind is blowing, it's like you're in the movie. So I'll stop this and I'll get a close-up of the boots, and I'll also do a little bit of the cape flow. All right, so speaking about the cape, so the cape is a semicircle. It's made to the specifications as you would see on screen. So you can see that wingspan is serious. I know I say this a lot, but the pictures in the video don't really do it justice. But, you know, that is one side, so you can imagine what it looks like on the other side. And this thing, well, the first time I unfurled this cape, I thought to myself, whoa, where does this thing end? And that's why it catches the wind so beautifully, because it's such a large cape. It's made out of the traditional gabardine that was made in the film, so it just flows perfectly. Like when you are, you know, when you are in the wind, you feel like you're in the movie with this thing, like I said before. So it's just fantastic. In terms of the boots, so you can see close-ups of the boots and the texture, that leather that's just so beautiful. It does have that beautiful pattern on it like you would see in the film. So like I said, the silver edition boots have the black. I think this, again, this is 10 years old. So this, you know, that might change. I'm not sure what his stuff is now, but that's where we are in terms of the close-ups and the overall detail of the suit. Okay, so moving on to the actual maker experience, the seller experience. So like I said, this is not the first suit that I bought from these guys. So back when they were known as Southern Wings, when I first purchased a suit, that would have been somewhere in, like I said, I think 2002, 2003. Just, I was blown away by what I got. When I moved into purchasing this suit, the same thing. Like, they said, this is how long it's gonna take. This is what you're gonna expect. This is what I got. The first suit that I got from them actually came in this beautiful display box with the Superman S on it, which was crazy awesome. This suit, unfortunately, I can't remember how it came packaged, but I know that it came packaged really well, ready to wear out of the box. And it was, you know, what you see is what you get. He told me exactly what I could expect in terms of how long I'd be waiting for it and what the quality was. He made it to my measurements, and man, it fit like a glove. There were no alterations that I needed to make. It was ready to wear out of the box. And the guy is so friendly and so amazing to deal with. He absolutely, look, all the people, matter of fact, GC5FX put a story up the other day. There's a difference between a maker who makes a suit or a salesman that makes a suit. And I gotta tell you, I would rather deal with a maker. I'm hoping that that's what GC5 Chris FX, that's what he meant by that. That the maker is where you want to be working with instead of the salesman. This guy and everybody that I've dealt with so far, I've been lucky for the most part to work with makers. And this guy, he's so it's so amazing how passionate he is about what he does. I was actually speaking to him last night over Instagram, and we were just talking about what he's doing at the moment, and just what he conveys about how he talks about himself making these suits. It's just amazing. I couldn't recommend him more. It's just insane. It's insane how amazing he is, how passionate he is. So it's like a 10 out of 10, right? He does offer a few different style suits, and you know, we have built a relationship, him and I, Action Costumes, and I'm gonna put an email into this description, into also the video. I'm pointing at it right now. I hope I don't forget to put it in there. Otherwise, this is weird. But you're going to email that. If you are looking at getting one of these suits, email that address. Tell him that I sent you, Melbourne Superman, Andrew. Tell him that I sent you, and he'll work something out with you, because I highly recommend, if you're looking for a damn good Christopher Reeve style suit, silver edition, golden edition, whatever, I gotta tell you, I've never seen its equal. I just can't say enough. So use that email. If you're wanting a Christopher Reeve style suit, this is the guy to get it from. You will not be disappointed. So I mean, I don't know how else I can sum up my maker experience other than to say, if you want it, do it. All right, so that is the suit review for the Action Costumes Christopher Reeve Silver Edition 1978 style Superman suit. And I gotta say, it's bittersweet that I'm doing this, because I've been wanting to do this review, and I wanted to hold it off in terms of not doing it until Action Costumes came back, and they are back now. Like I said, email that address. The link is in the description. The email address is in the description. I wanted to put this out in celebration of them being back. I'm so excited that they're back. And it's just bittersweet though, because I've been looking forward to doing this review kind of like Christmas morning, and now that I've done it, I'm like, oh man, I wish I could do it again. But you know, I do have more reviews coming. I've got a suit coming from Napier's. I've got my suit coming from Unmasked. I've got, another suit coming from Unmasked. Possibly going to work with Replica Industries again for another suit. But Action Costumes, man, this is the best of the best. I don't know what else to say. It is the best of the best. Very few times will you see me speechless, but what else can I say? So look, Action Costumes, check them out. Highly recommend, big recommend for me. And look, that is your suit review, and this will be the last suit review that we see for a while, as I'm not sure when my next suits will be here, but I hope you've enjoyed this one. Savor it, watch it, like it, comment, subscribe, email Action Costumes, and look, I thank you all so much for watching this final suit review for now, until I get the next suit, and we'll catch you next time.